really impressed you tonight?
Well, you can see even tonight we're offensively we're a work in progress,
Yeah.
and we're not where a lot of teams are in this. So how are we going to win? And that was my job coming into this. And addressing the issues of the Kings. We talked about it last season, and coming into this. And I keep, it is what I'm not going to fix that until we get or be able to help there. Just we get JA back. Simply, we're going to do this, and when Jay's not in the game, we're going to do this. And when Jay's not in the game, we want the ball to move, and then we're playing. I keep the last two games, Melbourne and Hobart, the Tasmania, is the two toughest teams in the physical camaraderie, teamship. So that's a challenge. And tonight, if you said what did I feel good about, I felt good that as soon as the game started, I said, we're not going anywhere tonight. They're not going to break our spirit. We're going to go toe-to-toe. I didn't know if we'd get going offensively or not, but I just knew we'd stay in there and fight, and I was pleased with that. It was a relief.
Kouat, obviously it was a tough loss to Melbourne, but I think a lot of people would have said in terms of the energy and the effort areas that you guys went to another level. It seemed like, has that been the focus as a playing group to kind of step up your game and from the effort and the energy areas? Because Gorge has often spoken about a couple of times this year where it's been not where it should be.
Yeah, like you said, I feel like we did some great things against Melbourne United, and we just had to fix a couple of things, and that's what we did the past couple of days, and tonight it showed.
What about you individually, coming in hitting 5 straight threes to start? I mean, obviously you had it going early, you had a good feel about it.
Well, yeah, it's all about staying ready with me, Gorge always says, make sure the bench is ready at any time. I was ready tonight and knocked down shots when we needed to, and yeah, feel great about it.
Well, it's one thing to have the 26 points and the first 5 made threes, but you seemed high on life. You were enjoying things out there. Why were you in such a good, bubbly, boisterous mood today?
Honestly, I prayed last night that I was gonna, that God, gave me some energy today, this morning, and I woke up, feeling great. So, just rode on until the whole day. So it was good.
Career high is 27. You were on 26. Kelly Lupepe had the ball final possession. Were you not calling for the ball? One last shot. What's going on there?
No, we're actually talking on the bench, me and Kelly. It's like, you're not going to beat my high score today. So, so I think that's what he did at the end.
Quite just on the defence, how different does it feel at this team as opposed to last year when defence probably wasn't the Kings' strongest suit?
Well, we've got the man right here, He makes sure, he pushes us every day. We've got a great group of coaches, too, that, make sure, we're watching film. We're doing the little things as well. So, yeah, we still got a long way to go, but today was a start.
Gorge, that loss to Melbourne was a loss, but it clearly looked like a step in the right direction. You made a lot of changes. When you reviewed that, what sorts of things did you like that you carried over into this one?
Well, I did. I liked the switching, and I liked the small lineup to start. I thought it eased my substitution pattern. It's complicated, and we play a certain way with the small lineup, and then come back and it's different. And but what we did poorly in the Melbourne game to get better, the first quarter, we didn't switch properly. The switches got and they slipped out of there and got some layups but I liked the look of it. And then I just thought we never looked in that game like we're going to move away from them. We're never going to go. But when they made their runs, we've had trouble there. We stayed in there and didn't let them go away from us. And gave ourselves a chance to win the game. So the cornerstones of, look, if we didn't play great offense, but if we defended, we rebounded, we competed, we got a high road to go if that's our cornerstone, and which led us into tonight's game. And so again, I'm offense. And you hear the coach from Phoenix coming into where is he going to go? And you watch the team play where they got to the defensive end of the floor. They're up and in. They're making things tough. And I think selling that to this group again after they had strengths last season and weaknesses, winning that battle has been a process. But I felt like Melbourne was the start of something good.
So this new starting lineup, Xavier at the 5, and then Cam comes in. Obviously, the odd man out there is Kelly. It still feels like you can utilize him in different areas. What role do you feel like is best for Kelly going forward?
Come back with go with the small, and then come back, and like I did tonight, and come back with Cam, and now, for the most part, stay away from that and just use Cam and Kelly. So, I'm seeing Kelly more like I saw him tonight, and I thought, I am trying to get Cam going, give him the opportunity, give him the push, give him the minutes, but I see Kelly as an important piece. And I do want to look at certain periods of time being able to go with that small lineup like we did tonight and like we did last night. It gives us a different versatility defensively, and Xavier isn't carrying the ball. He's ahead of the ball, and that opens up Tui as a ball carrier. And then you bring Cam in and you put Zabe behind the ball. It changes his opportunities to attack.
So Jalen Adams, he obviously doesn't look like himself yet, but he's giving you something. How do you feel like he's held up after these 2 games?
Real encouraging signs, and what you saw was tonight. I mean, he isn't scoring, but we're running on balls, and on balls are hard to guard, and he's hard to guard in an on ball, and guys are getting baskets, and when we're stuck, we have somewhere to go, like we haven't. Okay. The game we lost against New Zealand, at the end of the clock, everybody's guarding each other. Good. Cartwright, they make a play. Now we've got bring the on ball. We didn't get anything out of our set, and he finds someone and makes a play. It's a really important ingredient, and he's helped us there, and it's the start of something moving forward.
Is it your hope that he just gets better and better, Brian?
100%.
You wouldn't be out there if you're going to risk further injury.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. It's still not 100%, but it's not going backwards after competition, and he's getting healthier. So the other one, I mean, we've had 2 wins here, and Bruce got going last time, and I haven't had a lot of conversations with this man here, but he's kind of, he just does what he does. And we had a kind of a good, after the last game against Melbourne, I'm sure he felt at the end of that game he could have helped us. And I knew, and as this is coming down the backstretch, I'm trying to communicate. So I thought our conversation, which we haven't had a lot, and I said in these press conferences, a lot falls with our deficiencies right now with me. And I thought I got a better understanding of what he was thinking and what he needed. And tonight, again, all to him, it was anybody's game, line ball, no one was going anywhere, and he blew the roof off. And he did a great job on the defensive end, and he boarded. So full credit here. Tremendous game.
Is that the biggest jam in your career? What? Cairns or Kings?
I don't know. Last year's dunk was pretty good too, but I dunked on my cousin today, so yeah, you can say that.
So today's was a smidge better.
Yeah, actually, I got him tickets to the game too. So.
What did it feel like though when you're pumping up, you engaging with the crowd and actually getting that blood back? I mean, what is that to you, and how does that pump you up?
Well, Coach always says it, this is the entertainment business too, So you gotta go out there, and if you're not putting seats, for the fans to come and watch you, then, you're doing it wrong. So that's what I did today, make sure we got the crowd into it, got the crowd in our backs, and they stayed with us the whole game.
Gord, you saw the news come out yesterday that Jalen's going to be out, Jalen Galloway, definitely with that shoulder. How big of a blow is that for you guys?
Well, it's a blow for sure, but everyone. And again, a lot of these conversations, you get feedback on whether it's travel, whether it's call, whatever it is. When I'm saying about an injury on our team, the way our team is constructed, if something happens to J.A., there's a significance. There's just a significant problem. With J.G., the team was constructed with coverage in that position. So he's an important piece of this program and a big piece moving forward, but he joined us late and the team was constructed to compete without him. So it's a situation where we'll wait and we'll get him back at the right time, but we have coverage there. Where the other, there's a forest fire.
Is it indefinitely long or indefinitely short, do you think? Not your hope.
I think he's going to be a period of time. It's a shoulder. He's had problems before, and we're talking about it now. Settling it. He's young, and he's moved from here. He needs to get some stuff under his belt, so he needs to get that healthy, and then we start at ground and build. But have enjoyed him in his brief time here, but we haven't seen the best of him yet by any means.
Can you tell us about Jason Spurgeon, the bloke who's come into the squad as a development player?
Excited about him in the future. You know, it's. I had a similar situation with Gack, and now you look at him up in Cairns and what Forty's done with him and what he's become. And this kid has a little more underneath him because he's been in college, but we see him next year as being a nice piece for us. He can shoot the ball. You can see he can play defense. He knows how to play. So we're really excited about him.
Good. Now that you've figured out some combinations that you see that are effective, do you feel like this team is benefiting from lineup sort of letting them breathe out there a little bit, keeping them out there for maybe a minute, 2 or 3 longer than you would at the start of the season?
100%. Yeah. I mean, the situation you're talking about, there's a difficulty there. And getting these guys more run with their minutes it has been challenging, but I'm getting, and again, all of this falls on me right now. These guys are on board. I talked about Cam Oliver at the last thing. It falls back on me to figure this out, but it's not easy. And the other, the finishing point, I was saying this, the way this is, forget the travel then, forget the no practice. So when you go, you play here, you come back, you give them Monday off, you're on the plane, play Friday, come back Saturday, play Sunday. There's no prep. So today, just having one day where we got together on the floor and worked on some wrinkles and some rotations at practice and then ran through their stuff and defended it made a huge difference in today's game. So again, I'm getting better, and I will, and I'm trying to hang on and get through these next couple and get to that FIBA window, and I'm excited about that. But it is the substitution pattern is a major challenge, and I haven't done it great to this point.
Anyone on the Zoom? Thank you, boys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.